Good day, farmers. PurpleMentat here, bringing you Year 1, Spring, Day 7 of Stardew Valley. It is Sunday. Every Sunday, the Queen of Sauce is on. Greetings, it's I, the Queen of Sauce, here to teach you a new mouth-watering recipe from my secret cookbook. This week's dish, stir fry! You want to make sure you catch the Queen of Sauce every Sunday so that you can learn a new cooking recipe. If you do happen to miss a few, Wednesdays you can catch reruns. Today, spirits are neutral, okay? And the weather report says rain all day. Ooh, if we had a ton of money, I would take advantage of that, but we don't have a ton of money. Alright, so why was I so happy about getting my potatoes planted? Well, let me pull up these potatoes and show you. Ah, poor luck. Potatoes have a chance of giving you multiple plants for every, multiple of the crop plant for each one that you harvest. So with 30 potatoes, I'm likely to get around 3 grand, 2.5 grand, 3 grand worth of money. So yeah, as you can see, Dr. Harvey only billed us 2G to cover the medical expenses and the emergency evacuation. Really not that bad. I don't have a use for a lot of money today. We're gonna deposit that and pull one out. Put you away. We'll keep the earth crystal. Ooh, actually, you know what I'm gonna do? Do I have enough? I just have the earth crystal. With 4 more items, Gunther will give us another reward, and it is a useful one during spring. But we don't have enough stuff to make that happen today. So we're gonna go ahead and dump our copper ore into the furnace and finish watering our fields, and then while I'm doing that, I'm gonna consider what to do with my 2 potatoes and 1 parsnip. I've got a couple of options. One, I can save them because there is a bundle that's going to want them, and there's also someone that loves getting parsnips as a gift and will teach you a really great recipe using cauliflower. 2, I could sell them because early money is good. 3, I could keep them and eat them, because parsnips give 25 energy, and so do potatoes. But I've got my field snacks to take care of that for the moment. So... Alright. We're gonna do some forage. We're gonna catch up on taking care of our fields and getting more field snacks. We have 4 bars, which is not enough to do anything with. That's okay. And... we're going to clear out the rest of the things around here. And then we're going to spend some time in the mine this evening and get ourselves down to level 20, I believe we should be heading towards. Or actually, no, we still need to do level 15. We didn't quite make it there, did we? We passed out on 14. These things, they happen. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, we're going to have lots of food available today. That's a great thing. Look at all these acorns. Heck, at this rate, I'm going to start an acorn emporium and sell them off for money. But yeah, when we have our fields 100% clean, then I will be a very, very happy person. Until then, I'm going to be slightly annoyed. Well, fields. I should say when we have our forest 100% clean. We've cleaned out all of the underbrush and made room for the trees. If you do find one of those partially grown saplings, just get rid of it with your scythe. You're here for the seedlings. You don't want more trees. You've got enough trees. Because it takes a couple of hours, sure. But when you can generate this much energy from spending a couple of hours and have that energy basically keep you rolling for multiple days, dawn to dusk, you're in a good place. Not even dawn to dusk, dawn until you pass out. As you notice, we only woke up with half energy because we passed out. Actually, no, we must have woken up with near full energy. I think you get a freebie the first time you pass out. But I'm not certain of that. You just get charged money instead of also waking up with half energy. there another one? No. Okay. Yeah, we did pretty well today. Ooh, there we go. Even more. Looks like we're short on maple seeds. We might go out and about and chop some maples down then, because we're going to need a whole lot of wood sometime soon anyway. So it's a dual-purpose activity. And I like accomplishing multiple goals with the same activity. Of course, we still haven't gone through the maple-heavy area yet, either. Goodbye, grass. You're becoming too annoying. We're trimming you way back. There we go. Where, oh where did my maple seeds go? It looks like they all bloomed partially. It's one of the problems. If you skip too many days, then all of your trees start becoming, all of your seedlings start growing into saplings, and then you're in trouble. Alright, already noon, but looks like we generated 6 or so snacks. So that's 270 energy. We definitely won't be using all of that today. But we will be going back to the mines. Because we're basically... well, actually no, we need to get another dandelion. Our progress in the community center is currently on hold until we have that dandelion. Okay. So, we will go through the forest into town. Yeah. Oh, nope, keep the hoe with you. If anything, deposit the scythe, but I want to keep the scythe on hand anyway because there's some stuff in the forest that still needs trimming. So yeah, we'll go through the forest into town, and then from there we will scavenge the town. Maybe get this geode opened if we're there on time, but we're unlikely to be. We'll scavenge the beach, and we will hopefully get into the mine before the end of the night. And then we will take the mountain path back from the mine. Yes, that sounds like an efficient path. By the way, every Thursday and Sunday, or Friday and Sunday, I forget which, this smuggler is here. They sell a random selection of goods at random prices. Some of them are quite hard to get early on, like duck feathers. You're not going to be able to afford many. When you can, these rare seeds are definitely worth doing. Pufferfish is one of the rare fish that's needed for a particular bundle, and as you can see, sells quite well. Or actually, no, it doesn't sell for 800. She's charging 800. Whoops. But it's fairly uncommon to get. It's only available during summer in the afternoon in the ocean. So if you don't happen to get one during that time, that fortune teller is pretty much your only help. Well, fortune teller, that gypsy lady, the pig gypsy as I've come to call her, is your only hope. She can also sell things that are extremely rare and valuable, and sometimes at ridiculously low prices. I didn't have any on hand for me to show you this time, but it's pretty nuts what you can get out of her. So definitely worth checking back. And I don't even know if that's properly a her or not. It's just what my brain assigned her for a gender, because that's what we do. As humans. Well, for a neutral day, it's pretty lousy in the way of forage, especially for the day after a rain. Usually, right after it rains, you get better foraging than you do most other days. However, it's also at the end of the first week, the further... Ooh, dandelion! Ha 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 ha! Sorry. The further into a month you get, the more profitable, the less profitable random foraging becomes. However, look at all of them spring onions. Winning. So, let me go show you why I'm so happy about that dandelion. We will head back to the farm and take the bus path to town, so that we can pick up the rest of our forageables along the way. horseradish. Good. More things I can sell. Nothing. A week from now is when foraging really pays off. I might not have a lot of time to do much in the mine today, and I'm definitely not going to get to complete Finn's quest. That's a shame. Bunny's all, run! Hello, Leia. Sure. You working on your sculptures. Right. Alright. I think we're actually in good shape. Avoid running on crops if you can. You slow down when you're moving through partially grown crops. And you already move slow enough as it is in this game. Alright. So, we're going to go ahead and drop off this horseradish in the bin. Along with our spring onions, because that's another 96 gold. 96G. And I think actually we're not going to do anything in the mines, because if we can get some stuff planted today... Ooh, dandelion. Nice. Then we can get 4 harvests out of it by the end of spring. And I'll show you what stuff that is in just a moment. As soon as we get into the community center. Doc Harvey on a walkabout. Anything up here? Nope. That's okay. Turning items into the community center bundles is one other place that I tend to use the mouse, and is one of the only places in the entire game that I entirely use mouse and keyboard. Because moving the mouse around with the controller sticks, not exactly fun. Also, you can shift click to put things directly in, whereas if I'm using the controller, I have to pick it up and then move it over and put it in. I wonder, can I hold Shift and A? Nope, that doesn't work. So yeah, I tend to just shift click things in. Speeds life up just a little. It's not that important because time is paused. But as you can see, we now get a reward. 30 spring seeds, an assortment of wild spring seeds. We also open up the pantry. And the fish tank. Now there is one fish that we might want to get in spring, but we are literally incapable of finishing the fish bundles until fall at the earliest, I believe. So I'm not worried too much about fishing right now. In summer, there is, like I said, one that you can only get in the summer. By the way, these seeds, you can also craft them. As you can see, they craft out of horseradish, daffodil, leek, and dandelion. Those are also the items that they will grow for you. That's why it's so important to make sure you have one of everything by day 7. Selling that dandelion was a gamble that I took. I'm glad it paid off, but it very well could have gone against me. Yeah, we will check the mountain path and the backwoods for some forage on our way home, and the rest of the day is just going to be planting and watering and doing farming stuff. As we're rather low on energy and time, it might end up just being a short day. They do happen from time to time. You don't have to stay up until 2 a.m. every night. Oh, hey. Neutral day? Sure. Rock. I really got to start waiting on those guys until, like, good luck days. I don't spot them very often, so I'm afraid if I walk away that I'll never see it again. I'll forget it's there or something. Alright. Kill you, and we'll kill you. Now, I don't want to put down fertilizer for the spring seeds. Yes, it would increase my gold income, but 2, 3, 5, 2, 4, 5. Huh? Oh, yeah, that makes sense. 1, 2, 4. Yes, perfect. While it would increase my gold income, it would also make it a lot harder to manage them afterward. and I'm better off saving the fertilizer for higher value crops, as I do not have an infinite supply of sap at the moment. Every time I spend 2 sap, well, that was some energy that I could have spent doing something else. Now, we're not going to sell these dandelions. We're actually going to save them for potential crafting into more spring seeds later. We are going to sell the parsnip and the potato. Potato. There we go. And then, I am going to be so happy when we no longer need to water everything one by one, but that's still in our future, isn't it? We don't have nearly the kind of cash we would need to do otherwise right away. Oh, you know what? I forgot to hit the beach. That's okay. I've got enough time to run back to the beach and see what we can find. 13 left. Yeah, I'm going to need another snack. Shame that. That's okay. Probably would have been possible if I'd been a little bit more energy efficient as I ran through the rest of the day. And running to the pond and back to water one plot for like an extra 10 minutes that I didn't have to spend doing anything. Alright, off to the beach. We're going to leg it to the beach, scavenge the tide pools, see what we can find, hopefully come home with a little bit more cash. As I said, our next goals are, money-wise, are 1,000 in the bank at the start of the 13th, which were practically guaranteed thanks to the potatoes, and 2,000 plus 5 copper bars so that we can get our hands on a better watering can. So once I have the 5 copper bars, I might start spending my time fishing instead of mining. Well, my time that's my outside of farming and finding food time. And here I thought I was going to get an early night in. No. Coral, mussel. You're going to want to start saving the mussel, like a mussel, a clam, an oyster, 1 cockle, all of that stuff. Because in the community center in the fish tank is the crab pot bundle. You can finish it almost entirely with items that you find scavenged on the beach, plus a crab which you can get from an enemy in the mine. So you don't actually need to get the crab pots to be able to complete the crab pot bundle. Alright. 12 a.m. We should be home and in bed well before 1:30. No idea how much energy we'll wake up with, but it's not going to be a full bar. Wow. You're out late there, Elliot. You must have been at the saloon until 1 in the morning on a Sunday. Well, what you gonna do? Alright. Looks like that's the end of another successful day in Stardew Valley. Thank you very much for joining me all. Hope you have enjoyed today's episode. If so, leave me a thumbs up, tell me what you liked, and if not, leave me a thumbs down and tell me what you'd like to see me do better. Either way, if you want to see more of these videos, click subscribe, and I will see you next time. Good night. Ooh, mining level 2. We can now craft staircases out of 90 or 99 stone. It lets us immediately create a stairwell down. And as you can see, potatoes go for 80 each. The seed only cost us 50, and we can get multiple potatoes per seed. So we're probably going to get around 120% money out of potatoes. Very useful. And then, well, coral is always great. So are spring onions. All right, see you next time, folks.